Hello ladies and gentlemen, Xcentor here and welcome back to another YouTube video. Now this is my first video actually recording about 2 weeks as I've been on a holiday, but let's just get straight to this video. Now today's video I'm going to be showing you some of the best routes you can fly in infinite flight. Now it's a bit of a weird video this because unfortunately it doesn't really apply for non-pro users, but it's definitely useful if you're looking forward or looking into getting pro. Now I've also excluded any ERJ routes, mainly because of basically the updates coming, and I'll have a whole video based on the best ERJ 175 routes for when that update comes out. So today we're going to be looking at the best routes in flight, like I said, and we're going to start with the CRJ 900, and we're going to go from Dusseldorf and the Lufthansa CRJ 900 livery. It doesn't matter what Lufthansa livery you use. Now I don't know where Dusseldorf is actually. I know it's in the German lands. I think that's it. No, that's Stuttgart. Oh, there we go. So Dusseldorf here, the lovely area of Dusseldorf. So we'll just spawn in and I'll show you this airport. It's a pretty cool airport, not in 3D unfortunately, but hopefully in the future we'll see Dusseldorf go 3D within Infinite Flight. That would be a great addition if the Flight editing team did actually do that. So again, like we're saying, we're flying from Dusseldorf to a place called Catania. I definitely said that wrong. But this place is located in Sicily, so it's just literally down the road from Dusseldorf. It's not too far, CRJ 900. Here we are, and it's just here. Now, I believe that is it, LICC. Yeah, now that is the place, Catania. Now, this airport down here is a beautiful coastal approach, so you can see right on the coast, and you fly right in over the coast. Now, unfortunately, none of these airports are 3D, or the two which I'm... Oh, wait, no, Dusseldorf is 3D, sorry. But Catania is not a 3D airport. Now I'm just going to turn any volume on 0 so you can all hear me loud and clear. Now the cockpit in here, it's not, live, but it is a 3D lovely cockpit, so it's a great aircraft to be flying. And I do believe there is an interior, if you are wanting a little bit of realism, like an interior, if you were to go back in replay mode and look at it from the cabin perspective maybe. So of course, Dusseldorf Airport right here, it's a nice lovely little airport for a brilliant flight going from Dusseldorf to Catania. Now I'm just going to quickly show you all the little Catania airport, because again I think the approach over there is lovely and I think it's worth just showing you all very quickly. So I will actually spawn in on the approach. Hopefully the plane won't crash because I'll dot it straight onto autopilot. So again, like I think CRJ 900 is definitely an aircraft which is underlooked in Infinite Flight. Not many people I see flying it too often, so I think it was worth showing a bit of love. So we're just going to try and autopilot this thing. With a much better speed. So let's just show you the approach, and we're going to ignore the plane that's just about to stall and crash. We'll put the gear up, shall we? And we'll do that. Yeah, we'll be fine. Right, so look at that. So you've got the little Sicily, the little volcano, I think it's there. And I think the approach in general into this airport is lovely. Now, oh, that's a nice view. So the airport down there, dead ahead, if I can show you all, right there. That is the lovely little airport, and it is a really pretty approach, and you do, like I said, you've got the volcano view there, so it's definitely worth looking into if you're willing to do a little route like this. Okay, so now the next route I've got for you all involves the DC-10, again another aircraft which isn't looked into much. So we're going to go to the destination airport of Miami, because we're going from Paris Charles de Gaulle to Miami International Airport. Now Miami is a very, very popular airport, and it's very, very popular, loved by many people out there in the world. Okay, so Miami International Airport, it's also amazing in Infinite Flight. It's very popular, like I said, in Infinite Flight as well. So it's a lovely place for you to take your DC-10. Now Air France did used to operate a route here, I believe, from Paris Charles de Gaulle to the lovely Miami Airport. Now we're a little bit laggy here, but of course we're going to be, because I'm trying to get you guys some good settings. Now look at this. This aircraft is phenomenal. Again, a cockpit is good. Cockpit unfortunately isn't live, but like I see our J900 I just showed you, it's still a pretty good cockpit, and it's up to Infinite Flight standards. You got lots of lovely views as well. If I remember correctly, I don't think there is an interior. No, there's not. There is the cargo hold though, which is live. I'm not too sure if the doors do open on this aircraft. I don't think they do. But it doesn't matter if they don't. Oh, the doors do open down here on the aircraft, so again, you can get that extra little bit of realism in infinite flight if that's what you're looking for. So that flight, again, in the lovely DC-10 going from Miami to Paris, Charles de Gaulle International Airport. I'll link all the routes down below. The next route, again, a 787. Now, if you are a long-haul fan, you will love this this flight. So we're going to the 787-900, and we're going to get the Qantas livery. Now, you should probably know where we are going to be flying when I tell you we're departing from Perth, and it is one of the longest routes in the world. We're not going to that one, we're going to the other Perth airport. We're going from Perth International Airport. No idea if it's 3D, but again, I'm just looking for great routes. Now, if you're a long haul thriller, this route and the next route will be perfect for you. But if you're more of a short, medium haul flight route, I've got a route as well coming up for you in just a short while. So we're going to hopefully load in, and this 787-9 flight going from Perth. Now, Perth is not in 3D. Hopefully it will be soon. I expect it to be in 3D soon. Taking the 787, and we are going to fly all the way to the other side of the world, up to London Heathrow International Airport. Over 7,800 miles this flight. It is a marathon. Fly right by Dubai. You can stop at Dubai to refuel if you'd rather, you know, if you want a few checkpoints along your flight. But yeah, this flight operated by Qantas, I believe, in the 787. Phenomenal flight. I have done it once in infinite flight before. I believe I might have even live streamed it, and it is literally pushing the aircraft to its limits. So it's a lovely flight, this. Very popular if you are yourself a long haul thriller. Now, next route we go to the A350, another long haul thriller flight for you. You're going to see me pick this Singapore Airlines livery, and we're going to go to Singapore just before I display the final destination on this little flight. So we've got one more route after this to show you all as well. So this flight is operated by the A350. Now, I think it's operated by a different A350 to the version we have in infinite flight, but I don't think that matters too much. The fact is we have an A350 in infinite flight which is capable of doing this flight very easy. Now, I believe this flight either holds the record for the longest route in the world, or the other one is that I showed you now. I don't know what happened to our plane on Sport there, but the A350 is a magnificent aircraft, and it's got over 22 hours, so this flight plane will work perfectly. Now, the detail in Singapore Airport might be a better place for your landing. I mean, it's not fully loaded in by the looks, but it's a great aircraft, and like, as you can tell, you probably know, we are headed to the concrete jungle, New York City. If I can find it, it's down here somewhere. So that's KWBI, you guys are now, that's Boston, it's New York, and it's not JFK Airport. I believe they operate the flight to Newark. Sorry. This flight is over 8,200 miles, so I'll just show you this on the map, how literally far this route is. It literally goes all the way over the globe. It's a massive flight, and it will take you the best part of about 20 hours or something stupid. So if you're a long haul thriller, this is again another flight for you to partake in. Now, I'd love to see people flying this in infinite flight when I look on live flight in the future, but it's definitely one for you to look at. Now, going to short haul, we're going on to my favourite 737 livery. Well, it's not Fly Dubai actually, that's a nice livery, but my favourite livery on the 737 is in fact the Pegasus. Might be a shock to some of you. Now, we're going to be departing from London Stansted. Now, Pegasus is a Turkish like cheap airline such as Ryanair and that, but the Turkish version, and we're going to be departing from Stansted International Airport in England. It's a lovely little 4-hour hop going from England to Turkey, and your destination airport isn't the actual Turkey Istanbul, you know, the main Istanbul airport. Your destination is actually called Sabiha Airport. Now, it's the second largest airport in Istanbul. I think it is probably the second airport in Istanbul, and I'll just show you all where it is on the map. It's over here somewhere, and it's LTFJ, so that's your destination airport. Again, 1,300 nautical miles, not even that long, 4 hours. You can do it in 3.5 if you go fast enough, and that is the aircraft. So of course you get another live aircraft, so I think it's a pretty cool route, if I do say so myself, flying from the lovely place of Stansted to Istanbul. So Istanbul, a lovely place to fly over, very pretty. You see the lovely river Bosphorus and much other cool stuff. So that's it. So these are the 5 routes I recommend at the moment. Of course, I can come out with many more routes for you. I think I got most of the facts correct, and the aircraft are, give or take, they're pretty accurate. And I did try my best. So if you did enjoy this video, please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Good night.
Find your way into this wonderland, cross the